Welcome parents and students to our training orientation. It's been the pleasure of the Lewis College High School Department to cater you as our clients. The Basic Education Department is grateful to know that despite the crisis we have been dealing, especially with this pandemic COVID-19, still you, our dear clients, have always been choosing to help us materialize the vision of our institution, not just only for its sake, but more importantly, for the sake of every child you have entrusted to be prepared for the next level. It's been an honor to work with you, for we have been seeing your enthusiasm and passion to give importance to the education of our Lewis students. We put our faith in you as the parents or guardians of our Lewis students who believe that education mustn't stop. Education must be given an emphasis to deal with the challenges of the times. Thus, we've been putting our faith and belief that each Lewis student will be more responsive to the challenges because together, as parents and teachers, we prepare them for the next level. This has always been the commitment of the Lewis College, to prepare kids for the next level. Yet circumstances become unexpected. The convention has been giving us or has been changing into something where most are not comfortable in dealing with these changes. The pandemic has been challenging our normal life to be more adaptive and responsive to the demands of the situation. Everything has been changing, but our commitment remains. TLC has been adapting and responding to any event in accordance to what it demands. Therefore, the Lewis College has always been preparing our students for the next level in the new normal setting. Given the note of our commitment, our training orientation covers essential topics. The scope was arranged in accordance to our priorities and in accordance to what you, our clients, must know. Our intention is to enlighten you onto what our school offers this school year and to be more willing to help one another materialize the commitment and the vision of the Lewis College. It's imperative to know the learning modalities and learning management plan of the school for our students, so we may help direct themselves to what is significant in their studies. We emphasize to learn about distance learning, the difference between synchronous and asynchronous learning, and how TLC applies it to the schedule of our students. We also give importance to learn about the learning management system developed by the school for every Lewisian, and learn how this system will become more helpful to achieve the quality education. Further, we will help you understand the importance of workbooks or modules to provide supplemental learning experiences. However, as our clients, we are glad to inform you about the scholarship offered by the Private Education Assistance Committee, or PAYAC, constituted to serve as trustee of the Fund for Assistance to Private Education, or FAPE, a permanent and irrevocable trust fund. Our training orientation also deals with our partnership in education. As our stakeholders and clients, it is important to know our roles and responsibilities to help our students acquire significant learning experiences. That is why our school is hopeful that we both know what is stipulated in our contract and understand fully its content for the sake of helping our students be prepared for the next level in the new normal setting. We will never let our students be left behind of learning opportunities. Therefore, we'll talk about the learning pathways, an electronic application where students may practice to master all necessary skills in different subject areas and in different levels. Finally, parents and students, together, let us explore and practice our TLC LMS. It is important that you, as our partners in education, must know how our learning management system work for both students and parents. These are the essentials we need to talk about all throughout the orientation training. At this moment, we are grateful for your coordination and understanding to whatever will be discussed. Your thoughts and opinions matter to us. So we welcome you to raise your questions and inquiries after the orientation training. We are hopeful that your queries will be of good help to the school and to you as our clients, so we meet the demands of the learning experiences of our Lewis students. Speaking of queries, as parents or guardians, we are so much concerned of our students, especially this time. We believe that, just like us, you are so hopeful to meet the requirements demanded by the new normal way of studies. Prior to and upon enrollment, there have been lots of questions in our mind. So, parents and guardians, students, we hope that you can still recall those questions that confuse you to deal with the new normal way of teaching and learning. As your partner in education, we understand where you are. That's why we provide the most frequently asked questions to relate to your sentiments and take them as our own. And so, as partners, we hope that these questions will be answered with full understanding. Let us see how these questions are relevant to us in comprehending our ways to deal with the new normal setting of learning. Paano niyan ang pag-aradal san batit naton? Nano yan? Kaipuhan pa mag-report sa school san mga batit? Paano schedule niyan? Wala talaga face-to-face? Pure online talaga ang pagklase? Paano man sa amon, kay pawara-wara man ang internet? Gagamiton pa ang libro, maski may online naman? Pwede naman maski cellphone lang ang gamit? With all the questions frequently asked and raised, the Lewis College High School Department has come up with its ways to manage the learning continuity plan. TLC adapts the distance learning where our Lewis students will not be physically present in school. They will be joining in their classes virtually with their subject teachers. It will never be a face-to-face interaction between students and teachers, for TLC has always been considering the safety of our clients and our teachers, especially this time of the pandemic. Therefore, students will be studying at home. Thus, we are hopeful that you, as our partners in education, and as the parents and guardians of our Lewis students, will be able to help us monitor and guide them to their studies. This will be the new normal way of learning with students. You are not merely our clients or stakeholders, but our co-teachers as well. So parents and guardians, from now on, let us consider ourselves as people with very important roles to play for our students. Distance learning provides two types of learning deliveries: the synchronous and asynchronous learning delivery. This is the moment where we will strengthen more our relationship and partnership to achieve what our Lewis students deserve to have in their learning experiences. So, parents, guardians, our co-teachers, thank you for always coordinating and cooperating with us to materialize what we envision for each student. This is the moment where we will be more welcoming to you, and this is a time for each other to reach out, so we may strengthen our communication for the sake of supporting our students in every meaningful learning experience. If our household has stable internet connection, our students may join the synchronous learning delivery where teachers and students in one class meet online to discuss a particular lesson using the Zoom for Education. If our household has an intermittent internet connection, our students could still join in synchronous learning delivery using Zoom for Education. However, it's more efficient to join in asynchronous learning delivery where students use the TLC LMS to download different lesson contents and apply self-paced learning. Some students who don't have access to internet will be part of asynchronous learning delivery, where lessons and activities are presented in workbooks or modules. Here is a sample schedule of a Lewis student. As part of the learning continuity plan, we provided a class schedule where synchronous and asynchronous learning deliveries are projected. Subjects highlighted and projected for specific time are scheduled to synchronous learning deliveries. On these schedules, teachers and students meet online using Zoom for Education. Every session considers the formality of classes in every subject area, and it also considers everything from students' behavior to students' academic performance. Rows and columns without highlights are intended for asynchronous learning delivery. Students and parents may choose any subject area to take. However, students' output must always consider a system of submission and deadline. And students will be monitored by you, parents, or guardians to track progress in every subject area. With the aid of their workbooks or modules, students' academic performance is monitored using the module tracker. This tracker can be downloaded in TLC LMS so parents or guardians may know where our Lewis students at. As parents and our co-teachers, we need your honest remark on each tracker so we know where and when to start reaching out to our Lewis students. This is intended for teachers' follow-up. Our learning management system is developed by Lewis IT experts with ready-to-use curricular content aligned to most essential learning competencies. It has simulation tools for demonstration and online lesson discussion for different subject areas via Zoom for Education. It also provides an automatic scoring system where parents and students may know the assessment and evaluation ratings of their performance. For more details on the functions and features of TLC Learning Management System, please watch this. Part of the learning continuity management is the holistic preparation of our students. That's why TLC provides a way to check students' attendance and behavior. 2 teachers administer students online. An expert who facilitates academic session, and a facilitator who monitors online attendance and behavior during synchronous learning delivery. With this, we're able to provide a monitoring system for every Lewis student. Learning Pathways is an application to help students master necessary skills in every subject area. This learning tool will be discussed further by your subject teacher when you meet them online. Good news and congratulations! FAPE scholars remain to be PAYAC scholars for both junior high school and senior high school this school year 2020 to 2021. Incoming grade 7 students, congratulations too. Once results are released, you'll be one of our FAPE scholars. Upon enrollment, we present to you the contract that binds us as partners in education. It is hoped that each has fully understood the partnership to achieve the best for our students. As part of our commitment, the high school department hopes to have a strong bond and coordination with you, our co-teachers. In case you haven't received yet your contract, just visit the Vice Principal's office. Thank you, parents, for always helping us, your kids, be prepared for the next level. This is one of the highlights of our training orientation. Parents, guardians, and students, please be ready for the walkthrough in our learning management system facilitated by teacher Janizy Galarosa.
Hi kids! Welcome to the Lewis College. I am teacher Jani Galarosa and I will walk you through our TLC learning management system. Our TLC LMS is accessible in both mobile phones and PC desktops. Just make sure that you have your browser installed and you are connected to the internet. If you want to get to our TLC LMS website, you must type in mylearning.theLewisCollege.edu.ph. Hit enter, and welcome to the login page of our TLC LMS. You can log in 2 ways. First is by the use of your username and password, and the second is by using your TLC Google account. But you may ask, where would I get these 2 accounts? So you must go to mytlc.theLewisCollege.edu.ph. That's mytlc.theLewisCollege.edu.ph. Now, welcome to MyTLC Student Portal. So, for you to log in to this website, you must use your student ID number as username. So, student ID number. And as password, use your surname, apelyido. Hit enter. Now you're inside your MyTLC portal. Click My Accounts. And once you click My Accounts, you will now see your TLC Google account, the G Suite account, and your TLC Learning Management System account. Here are your email address and default passwords for each of the accounts. Okay? So let's get back to our TLC LMS. I will now be logging in using my TLC Gmail account. Welcome to the dashboard. So as a teacher privilege, I will now be switching my role to student in order for me to function as a student and see everything as a student. Now, again, once you enter your TLC LMS account, you will now see the dashboard. The dashboard has three blocks. If you're facing the screen of your laptop or computer, the block on your left is the navigation block. This contains the shortcuts to your dashboard, your calendar, and all the courses you're enrolled in, or all the subjects you're enrolled in. On the right side, you will see the side block. The side block contains the reminders for deadlines and important school events. And in the middle, you will see the subject block. Now, the subject block contains all the subjects you are enrolled in, but what happens if you click one subject? This will take you inside the said subject. Now you will see, if you scroll down, you will see all the subject content. This includes pre-tests, lessons, quizzes, performance tasks, and other learning materials or learning videos and materials your teacher will be uploading and you may use. Now, what if we click lesson? If you click lesson, you can now study the lesson content. Okay? Again, that's lesson. Once you click that, you can now study the lesson content. But what if you choose to study offline? If you want to study offline, you may download the said lesson, click the lesson, and it will automatically be saved locally on your desktop or your mobile phone. So that's lessons. If you want to take pre-tests, if you want to take quizzes, you may now just click on quiz. Again, let me repeat that process. You may just click the quiz, and there are different types of questions. This one is multiple choice. But take note that your teacher may give you different types of questions like essays and fill in the blanks. Now, if you are done answering the questions, you may finish attempt. Now, what's this return to attempt? This return to attempt will give you the ability to review your answers to each question. Now, if you're done reviewing your answers, you may now submit all and finish. Just click submit all and finish. Now, what if your teacher wants you to submit an activity? If you want to submit an activity, just click your submission bin, read the instructions carefully, follow them carefully, or follow them. This is very important. Next, you need to click Add Submission. Once you click Add Submission, you can now locate the file. Let me repeat that. Click Files, then make sure the highlighted part is Upload a File. Now, choose File, click Choose File, then click your activity that is finished, and Upload File. Then click Save Changes. Now, that is our TLC learning management system. You can study lesson, you can download your lessons, you can answer pre-tests and quizzes, and you can upload activities and projects. So that is now our navigation. I hope you've learned everything about our TLC learning management system. Again, I am Teacher Johnny. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you so much, Teacher Jenny. Good morning, Louisians. Good morning, Sorsogon. Thank you, parents and students, for being with us. And as we value your presence, we welcome every question you have so far. We have our highest hopes to make one another understand our ways to prepare our kids for the next level. Parents and students, we are excited to learn with you this year. This school year in the new normal setting. Our hopes will always be high for each Lewis student and Lewis parents or guardian to become more responsive and prepared to the demands of the new normal way of living. It is imperative for each other to be more open and be prepared for the challenges of the time. For the meantime, if you have questions, queries, don't forget to visit our Facebook page or you can contact the CP number of the Lewis College Basic Education Department or the high school. CP number or the mobile number is 0998 549 4095. Students, we love reading your comments. We love hearing you saying that you miss your teachers. In behalf of your teachers, we also miss your presence in the campus. As much as we want to, nandito na tayo sa gantong sitwasyon, we are always after with your safety. So just keep your questions coming, and for how many minutes? In just 2 minutes, we'll be answering all of your queries and comments. I have already a question here from Mariela Halmasco. Your question is, kailan po ibibigay ang schedule? Not the moment that you are enrolled, meron ka na ngayon ng access using your learning management system. And pag nag-login ka sa LMS mo, makikita mo na yung schedule mo. Next question from Ernie Hanyolan. Kailan po malalaman ng section? Same with Mariela, the moment na mag-login ka sa learning management system mo, pag nakita mo yung schedule mo, makikita mo doon yung synchronous and then asynchronous schedule of learning mo. And then pag pumasok ka sa synchronous learning mo, doon sa schedule mo, yun yung makikita mo yung mga classmates mo at yun ang section mo. We also have another question from Anonymous. Kailan po pwede makuha ang books? Nire-release na ang books natin. Parents, pwede na makuha ang books natin. Our property custodian is present from Monday to Thursday. So please claim your books from Monday to Thursday. Next question. In terms of your ID, pan-enrollment po, bini-verify lang natin ang ID doon sa MIS. Kindly ask your parents kasi ang nag-enroll sa inyo, yung mama or papa nyo, or perhaps yung guardian nyo, or perhaps yung sister nyo. Kung old student ka, yung ID mo, verify doon sa MIS. Pero yung pa din ang gagamitin mo. However, kung new student ka, meron ka ng new student ID number. At yun ang gagamitin natin to log in on the learning management system. So old students, make sure na you have with you your ID kasi doon natin makukuha ang ID number natin to log in using the learning management system na ginawa mismo ng school para sa inyo. This is the safest way sa nararanasan natin ngayon, ito yung pinaka-safe na pamamaraan ng pag-aaral. We have another question from Jovan. I need to know the link for the TLC LMS. It was already presented in the video. Once binalikan natin siya, presented na doon yung complete link, binigay siya ni Teacher Johnny Galarosa. Nai-present siya kanina. Next question. From Roda Destajo. Good morning po. Kailan po ang start ng klase ng high school? Maya-maya lang po i-open na natin, pero yung LMS natin, activated na siya. Once na-enrolled ka, pwede ka na po mag-start mag-aral. Ibig sabihin, ngayon talaga officially mag-start ang opening ng high school department. From Jean Enconado. Paano makapasok sa TLC LMS? Anong email or username po dapat? Sabi nga ni Teacher RD kanina, nag-present ni Teacher Johnny, balikan lang natin yung video kasi mas clear yung video kung paano tayo magsisimula hanggang sa makapasok tayo sa learning management system. So far, wala na tayong masyadong questions na nare-receive. Basta don't forget to visit TLC Facebook page. Kasi yung mga katanungan natin, masasagot using the TLC Facebook page kasi updated lahat ng information na binibigay natin doon. Another thing, you can also visit our YouTube channel. Sa YouTube channel, nandoon din natin na ilalagay lahat ng videos na magagamit nyo while you are learning here at the Lewis College in a new normal setting. From Miss Navera, Sir, good AM po, good morning. Magkakaroon po ba tayo ng social activities? Given this kind of situation, sa tingin ko po, mahihirapan tayo magkaroon ng social activities. Pero rest assured na doon sa learning management system natin, integrated ang mga activities related on social relationships. Most especially sa araling panlipunan subjects, Filipino subjects, and English subjects. Integrated naman siya doon sa learning management system. So make sure to follow everything, every detail na makikita at mababasa natin sa learning management system. Magandang question yon. In terms of social activities, ang ganda isipin na yung iniisip mo is in terms of how are we going to interact. Good news, it's because lahat ng estudyante natin ngayon ay meron ng Gmail account. You can meet via Google. And at the same time, mamimit din tayo ng teachers natin via Zoom education. From Paul Sorbano. Sir, gumana po yan sa CP lang yung gamit. Wala po kasing laptop at computer dito. Yes na, good news. Ang learning management system natin ay gumagana sa mobile phones. So ibig sabihin, kahit wala kang laptop, wala kang tablet, wala kang computer or desktop, may cellphone ka, magagamit at magagamit mo pa din ang learning management system. So thank you very much for all the questions na na-erase natin, hoping na hindi matatapos sa ganitong orientation lang ang mga queries natin. Don't hesitate. It's because we have our technical support. Kilala naman siguro natin si Teacher Janice Galarosa and Ma'am Mizra Aguilar o si Teacher Mizraim Aguilar. Sila ang pwede natin i-contact in any case nagkaroon tayo ng problems. In terms of using the learning management system. Another question. John Vincent Gunida. Magagamit po ba lahat ng books once na makuha po to since may online class? Yes po. Magagamit po lahat ng books na nabili mo po. Sinecure namin na ang activities ng nandoon sa learning management system ay maipapasok doon sa books. So ibig sabihin, meron din kayong mga oras at pagkakataon na magsasubmit ng books dito sa school. You just need to follow the instruction that will be given to you by your subject teacher doon sa learning management system. So, ibig sabihin, magagamit natin ang books. It's because nandoon yung mga supplementary activities. May mga activities na hindi nakalagay sa learning management system na talagang kailangan natin gawin siya sa book. From Ivan Brian. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Brian. Magkakaroon po ba ng modules ibibigay? Sino po ang magkukuha? We encourage and we impose to every Louisian to use learning management system for synchronous and asynchronous learning. However, Brian, kung nagkataon na talagang sa lugar nyo ay walang internet connection, we will be releasing modules. Yun nga lang po, that's another payment. And modules will be released on September 21. 2020. And after release, makukuha mo din yung system of submission, deadlines of submission, and then you can now start working on your modules. Another question? Thank you so much. It's because we are never expecting this plenty of questions. I love how interactive you are with our orientation. Next question from Nancy Hakutina. Paano makukuha ang ID number? In terms of ID number, once na nandyan sa'yo ang ID, makukuha mo ang ID number mo. We are from Davao pa. Paano po namin makukuha ang ID at ID number? Kung transferee tayo, meron ng ID number na i-release sa inyo, kahit ipabigay na lang namin with Teacher Johnny and Teacher Mizra, we will just contact you about your ID number. So don't worry about your ID number. Next, from Nicole Shan. Sir, pag nag-enroll po, kailangan fully paid na lahat? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Meron lang tayo ng exact amount na kailangan bayaran, and that is miscellaneous and tier 1 books only. That is English, math, and science. Not necessarily fully paid. We understand our situation. That's why the school is only requesting you to pay for the miscellaneous and then the books for English, math, and then science. Next, John Tanael. Sir, kailangan pa po ba, sir, ang uniform? Uniform in terms of synchronous schedule, yes po. Kailangan, nakasuot pa din tayo ng pantaas na uniform. It is because you need to feel na you are still studying. Okay? You need to feel the environment na nag-aaral ka. Iba sa pakiramdam pag naka-uniform at iba din sa pakiramdam pag hindi naka-uniform or nakapambahay lang. Okay? We need to set up our learning environment during synchronous learning na talagang mag-aaral ka for you to have the focus in terms of your studies. We have another question from Eliezer Navera. Sir, kung sakali magkaroon ng brownout sa area namin, is there any way we can catch up with the lesson? Salamat po. Thank you for the question. Yes, Eliezer. Meron at meron pa. Yun nga, kanina it was presented to the learning management system is 24/7. Ibig sabihin, pwede natin balikan lahat ng lessons, pwede natin balikan lahat ng PDFs, lahat ng videos na nandoon na nakalagay sa learning management system. Hindi siya doon mawawala. Ulitin ko, 24/7 siya. Kung na-black out na Friday, pwede mo siya balikan na Saturday. So you can resume studying all the lessons that you have in your LMS. Arnett Bueza, good morning. Magzo-zoom din po ba Yes. Yes na. During our online or synchronous session or synchronous learning, magsusum kayo. So what's the good news? Makikita nyo pa din ang classmates nyo, makikita nyo pa din ang teacher nyo. Meron kayo ng real-time discussion, meron kayo ng real-time follow-up and consultation, meron kayo ng real-time question and answer portion with your teachers. So ibig sabihin, kung may mga bagay o may mga lessons na sa tingin nyo ay nahirapan kayo during our synchronous learning session, yun yung mga pagkakataon na pwede nyong i-clarify sa teacher nyo yung mga clarifications na gusto nyong erase. Zoom din po ang gamit natin. Okay? Thank you so much for all the questions. Meron pa tayo ng another question to answer. And Fajardo, can you please post a summary of this orientation on your Facebook page? Yes, we will post our orientation. Not just the summary, but the full. Yeah, the entire orientation para mabalikan natin mas malinaw lahat. Everything about the school year 2020-2021, your schedule, your teachers, mapupuntahan nyo doon. How to navigate, how to use the learning management system, ipopost po namin siya sa TLC Facebook page para hindi din tayo mahirapan. Kung nagkataon na wala tayo ng uniform, let's say grade 6, tapos mag-grade 7, lenient naman po ang school. We will be just requiring you to wear white t-shirt, no print at all. Yun lang ang gagamitin natin to make sure na yung pag-aaral natin ay para pa rin nasa classroom ang setup. Okay? Another one, how much po ang modules? Good morning, sir. Good morning. In terms sa price ng module, it is the accounting office ang mag-release sa inyo. Just visit kasi sa September 31 pa naman siya i-release. So in terms of price, accounting office ang nag-release yan. Just visit accounting office. Kung kailangan ng synchronous learning at synchronous learning, anong ibig sabihin? Kailangan natin ng Zoom application. So kung wala tayo ng Zoom application, ang pinaka-the best natin gawin, download the Zoom in application. Para sure tayo na makakapasok tayo sa synchronous activity. Yes, this week po, pwede na natin makuha ang books. For release na po siya so that you can start. Most especially sa learning management system, meron tayo doon ng instructions na i-redirect kayo papunta doon sa books. So please, claim your books doon sa bookstore ng school. May I ask if all the questions raised in this video will be posted on your YouTube for us to review and follow up our questions for further understanding. So, in terms of questions raised, are we going to post this one in YouTube? Para sure tayo sa sagot, antayin natin ang confirmation, andito na siya. So, ipopost natin sa YouTube together with the questions and then the answer. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ipopost natin sa YouTube. And at the same time, pati ang question and answer natin, ipopost din natin. Ibig sabihin, pwede nyo talaga siya ma-review. Tanong siya ni Elizer Navera. Thank you so much for raising that concern. So sa tingin ko, ito yung malaking tulong na pwede natin maibigay ngayon sa Louisians natin. By posting this one on our TLC Facebook page and YouTube channel, mas clear ang lahat. We still have last 15 minutes. So make sure to post your questions. Just make sure that all of the questions are coming for us to answer para mas malinaw ang academic 2020-21 natin in a new normal setting. Teacher RD is very much ready. On behalf of the team, we are ready to answer all of the questions and queries. Kailan po ang start ng online class? Pag dineclare ngayon ni Teacher RD, yung academic year 2020-2021, pwede na kayo mag-start. Pero sa totoo lang, the moment na nakapag-enroll kayo, pwede na kayo makapasok gamit ang learning management system nyo, pwede na doon kayo makapag-start doon. Magbibigay po kayo ng email? Yes po. Meron po kayo ng unique email account na ibibigay sa inyo. The moment that you are enrolled, you can start your online class. Okay? Balikan lang natin yung video kanina ni Teacher Johnny. Pwede na tayo mag-start ng online class. Good morning, sir. Paano po kami enrolled na sa ABM tapos naglipat sa GAS? Ibig sabihin na yung schedule na susundin mo, GAS na din po siya. And then at the same time, kung nailipat ka na from ABM to GAS, isa ka na ngayong GAS student. So lahat ng subjects ng GAS, yun na din siya yung iti-take up mo. Don't you worry, pag login mo na using the learning management system, using your account, pagpasok mo doon, GAS ka na po, hindi ka na ABM. In terms of sections, wala tayo ngayon ng sectioning. Pagpasok mo doon sa learning management system mo, makikita mo yung schedule mo. And once na makita mo yung schedule mo sa synchronous, pag nag-synchronous ka, lahat ng makikita mong classmates, yun na yung class niyo for synchronous. Yun na ngayon ang family ng section mo. In terms of books, yes, pwede na po makuha ang books. Sir, magpe-face-to-face po pag okay na ang lahat. We are also hoping na maging okay na ang lahat. But in terms of face-to-face this year, wala po tayong face-to-face na ino-offer. Okay? We really need to maximize our LMS because we really need to secure everything na dapat safe and healthy kayo habang nag-aaral. And some of the questions, nasagot natin siya kanina. Ibig sabihin, pwede na lang natin siya balikan pag na-post na natin yung YouTube video together with the Facebook, together with the video in Facebook page. Next question from Lai Maileshelo. Good day, sir. How about those new students who has no ID? How do they access the learning management system? Sinabi nga kanina dito sa RD na meron tayo ng technical team. In terms of your ID, in terms of your accounts for the learning management system, don't hesitate don't hesitate to reach us in our CP number 0998-549-4095. Pero sa ngayon, hawak natin yung concern mo, immediately i-contact ka namin for us to reach out regarding your learning management system account. Or, kung nakita na natin enrolled doon sa white form na ni-release natin, makikita mo doon yung school ID number mo. Pa-check na lang doon sa white form na ni-release natin the moment na nakapag-enrolled ka na, and then pwede yun yung magamit mo. Na-generate naman kasi siya sa system. Sir, may sem break po. Ang haba na ng semester break natin. Pero given, in a school year, lagi naman talaga siya may sem break. So in terms of the calendar, thank you. Makikita mo yung calendar sa learning management system mo din. So if you still have questions and queries, just keep them coming and we'll answer all of the questions. We have 10 minutes more. to answer your questions and clarifications for school year 2020-2021. In terms doon sa mga estudyante natin na wala ng account using the learning management system, just visit TLC portal. Doon natin makikita lahat ng information na kailangan natin. Just log in using your ID number na makikita natin sa white registration form. Nandoon yung ID number natin, and then your password is your apelyido, your surname. So pasok agad kayo sa learning management system. Ermi Hanyolan, Sir, sa old student po, kailangan po ba mag-update ng ID? Na once na nakapag-enroll ka, ibig sabihin na verify na ang ID mo, pwede mo na siyang gamitin ulit. Kasi na-verify na siya kasi old student ka. Yung guidance, online guidance po. Yes, Nak, I love your question because we are in this kind of situation. We understand how you feel. Ngayon, your question is about guidance counseling. Kung meron ng guidance counseling online, yes, nakaschedule po siya. Don't forget to contact us for your schedule kung gusto mo kausapin ng guidance natin or ang kausapin ng guidance counselor natin para at least masecure ang heart mo, ang worries mo, lalo kung may pinagdadaanin ka ngayong pandemic. Thank you for the question. Sobrang ganda ng ganung question. So, any more questions? What tracks are currently available? Meron tayo ngayong STEM at meron tayo ngayon ng GAS for incoming grade 11. Ang grade 12 natin, meron pa din talaga siya ng ABM, GAS, TVL programming, and then STEM. Grade 11 natin, it's only GAS and then STEM. Carla May Reception, Sir, lahat po ba ng ipapagawa na activities, may deadline lang po ba? Yes. Nak, we need to have our schedule. Based from the schedule, nandoon ang deadline. But rest assured na lahat ng isiniset natin na deadlines ay reasonable. Alam ng teacher nyo kung gaano kahaba ang kailangang ibigay sa inyo for you to prepare everything. For you to prepare everything for your submission, for your performance tasks, for your assessments, quizzes, and other projects required in your subject. Most especially senior high school and junior high school. Questions like sections, nasagot na rin natin sa kanya. How is your day, Sir RD? Oh, we're great and we are very excited to learn with you this year. Thank you so much. I hope that you are doing fine too. In terms of modules, ulitin ni Teacher RD, meron tayong susunding sistema kung paano makukuha at paano isasubmit ang modules. At ang modules, ang start ng pagkuha will be on September 31, 2020. Kailangan natin i-adjust lahat-lahat para sa inyo. At masigurado natin na ang pag-aaral natin ngayon, despite of pandemic, ay on the right track pa din. Because we are always after with the quality of learning. And that is in case kung hindi talaga tayo makakapag-access sa learning management system. But the thing is, meron naman tayo ng cellphone. Meron naman tayo ng data connection. sigurado naman siguro tayo na with the data connection, makakalagin tayo sa learning management system. Kung nagkataon na pawala-wala ang data, pero gusto mong ma-download lahat ng lessons natin using the learning management system, pwede po ba? Yes po. Lahat ng nandoon sa learning management system, pwede natin siyang i-download and then pwede natin siya pag-aralan offline. At mag-online ka naman din upon submission. Depende sa binigay sa yung schedule of deadline ng submission. Why? The school year is also divided into 4 quarters. And every quarter is also divided in every lesson. Every quarter. May budget of work tayo na sinusunod. That's why we really need to follow the deadline for submission. May demerit po ba pag nalilate? We need to follow guidelines and standards in terms sa synchronous learning. May malilate po ba sa synchronous learning? Yes, possible. But bear with us. It's because your attendance, your behaviors are being monitored by our facilitators. Dalawa ang teachers natin pag nagsisynchronous learning. Meron tayo ng expert na siyang nagtuturo ng lahat-lahat in terms of content. At meron din tayong facilitator na mag-check ng iyong attendance and at the same time, your behavior. In terms of your attendance, sa synchronous learning, kung nakita namin significant na siya, hindi ka na nakakapag-attend ng synchronous learning, parents, good news. Because every after 3 weeks or before the long test, we make sure na chine-check namin ang attendance and then we will be informing you. Or you can just follow up bago pa mangyari ang lahat na matawagan namin kayo. You can just follow up Teacher Johnny and Teacher Mizra using our CP number. The mobile phone of the school, the mobile number of the school is 0998-549-4095, which is also posted in our Facebook page. So, ang daming questions na nasagot na natin. Pakiramdam at pakiwari ni Teacher RD, mas naging malinaw na kahit papano ang mangyayari ngayong taon. For this school year 2020-2021, meron pa tayong pahabol dito. Sir, from Ayan Eskultura, Sir, what if walang internet access? Paano po maipapasa ang mga activities po? In terms of internet connection, hindi naman siguro madedelay ang internet ng 5 days. Okay? Pawala-wala ang internet pero bumabalik. But I am assuming na you have your internet connection. Unless na lang talaga na wala talagang internet connection sa lugar nyo. Kung nagkataon talaga na mapipilitan tayong doon ka na lang sa module, but it will be released on September 21. Mag-pure module ka na lang kung alam mo naman na hindi ka makakapag-access ng internet. Pero ngayon na, good news kasi nakapag-attend ka sa orientation natin. Ibig sabihin, meron ka na ng internet. May possibility lang talaga na minsan nawawala ang internet connection. And sa Pilipinas ngayon, normal pa ang ganon. Ayan. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome, Ma'am Maria Streliado. So, hoping na nasagot natin lahat ng tanong. In any case, na meron po tayo ng katanungan, don't hesitate to reach out using our Facebook page and our CP number. Ulitin ni Teacher RD 0998-549-4095. I-save na natin siya sa cellphone natin. Lagyan ng name, TLC High School Department. So students, tapos na? Kasi wala na. Students, parents, guardians, our co-teachers, thank you and welcome to the Lewis College School Year 2021. Congratulations!